All right, I'm trying this again. Hopefully my video is working this time. I'm getting ready I'm going to hit some dredges and I want to do the Going Rogue campaign. I had a little bit of a story to tell you guys about my day so far, but let me go ahead and get the intro going. We'll get the ball on the road.
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
All right, let's kill that screen right there. All right. Well, anyway, as you can see, I'm in a bubble. Okay, it ticked me off is because I put my repairs in last night, and right after I went to bed, somebody came and sniped my dock. Nothing else, just sniped my dock. All right, so I get up this morning, I go ahead and I coin my dock, and I swear, and I got off, and like probably not even 5 minutes after I got off, my base got hit again, and the guy took my dock out again. I mean, he died, lost 2 fleets in my base, gave me medals, but I again I had to coin my dock twice this morning. So, not a happy camper. Not to mention my repairs overnight didn't get done. That kind of irritates me a bit. Can you see me now, Bismarck? Hopefully you can. Let's see here. I'm moving my boats around because I don't want to use my crew. I got a crew on that. I got a crew on that one slot that this fleet was on, and I don't want to keep it there. I don't want to re-up the crew for 50s. I just got to find my super fortresses. Oh, there they are. All right. So between this, I got a lot of damaged fleets. Kind of really bites. All right, great. I'm glad you can see me now. Let's get this out here and just see if I can go out and pick up some 50s. And locator. All right. And then I'll try getting that Going Rogue campaign done. Let me just bookmark this guy for right now because I'm going to see if there's more. You see, that's 52. I want to. Oh, looky here. See, there's one in my sector. Okay, so I'll bookmark that one. It's this one. That's like looks like something from yesterday. It looks like they're just like jumping around, man. That's crazy talk. All right. I guess we'll just get in there and start knocking them out. Hey, Tommy. How's it going? All right, I think I'll go down and try to take out this one first, and then I'll go back out and come back in from the top. Oh man, the guy that hit me this morning and failed. You know, it's a good thing I don't shame people because it was horrible. First fleet that he lost, it was he parked right next to a gargoyle. I couldn't believe it, and he just sat there trying to prep out my boats, and but he had like a mastodon, 2 Harlock Atlas carriers, and a Frostburn, and he lost that fleet, and then he came back in with a Grimshine Berserker fleet. So, and it was with Chaos mortars, and he lost that. It's definitely lucky I don't shame people, because golly, man, that would have been some fuel for the fire right there. Yeah, I'm not jumping any frames right now, so yeah, if it's not looking good for you, then it's probably may possibly be on your end, because I'm not dropping any frames yet. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bismarck. Expensive repairs. I was like, holy moly, because I know the Berserker fleet, Grimshine Berserker fleet's got to be at 24 hours at least. Hmm. Oh, the Masters are long repairs too. Mine doesn't have any armor on it, so I think it really just comes down to armor points. I mean, the Reaper, I'm sorry, the Grimshine and Berserkers, those are 150% repair modifier. I think the Masters are still 100%, and I think the Mastodons are still 100%. So, and like I said, mine doesn't have any armor, so mine shouldn't really take that long. I guess the base armor is probably higher. Oh, I went and uploaded one of my videos, my stream yesterday, and somebody got a kick out of my facial expressions. I guess I need to go back and look. When I was hitting dredges yesterday, and I forgot that I put cryos on this guy up here, and apparently the look on my face was priceless, is what I understand anyway. All right, let's get and find me another one. You may. Oh, that's my dog's snoring. Never mind. I thought my dog was growling in another room, but it's actually laying down right next to me snoring. I do feel much better today. Yesterday I was just beat, man. I was in horrible shape yesterday. I was so tired, and just from being up all day. And but yeah, I'm well rested now. I went to bed like 9:30 last night, and I ended up waking up like in the middle of the night one time, but I got back to sleep no problem. I wish I would have checked my base then, because then at least I could have repaired my dock the first time and had probably had my dredge fleet ready. But instead, it's still repairing. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I'll tell these bottom two to go down here. Split them up. All legendary, man. I'm a happy guy. I am really, really happy. It's my first legendary fleet. What the heck's going on up here? It's terrible how far away you got to get, man. Them javelins got some crazy range. Man, I bet these things. I mean, they're a beast. They're a beast. I've got my siege torpedoes retrofitted all the way up to R10 too, so they sting a little bit. Not only do they come fast, but they come hard. I used to have stealth attack system on here, and so then it had like a concussion system, a concussive damage buff on it. So they stung pretty good then too. But once my rank got up a little high, I went ahead and took that off and went full Nautilus battery on it. And I just wasn't able to get far enough to make me happy in bases. So, but now these guys can go pretty far in a base. I might actually make myself a like screenshot my screen sometime, and just so that I can custom make like an overlay for my screen here, something a little bit better. I just kind of feel like, oops, I forgot to bring my other boat here. I I kind of feel like my overlay from the show might take up a little too much space. The chat on the right side of the screen, which you guys are seeing, is that too big? Do you think it could stand to be smaller? Does it take up too much room? So I can make it a little smaller. But I don't know how hard that's going to be to read. I don't know. It's just somebody made a comment yesterday about like my tickers here being a little large and taking up too much of the screen. So I had obviously I shrunk everything, and it's they made okay, that's too small. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. Let's see here. All right, should I keep going? Should I make it bigger? Yeah, we are getting older. On my screen, it's not the same thing as because I'm actually looking at a viewport for my Twitch stream. My it's just a viewport, so I don't see it full screen like you guys do. So that's why I had some of those letters really, really big before. All right. Dredges. Hey, FC3S, how you doing? Oh, okay. Is it still too small or is it better? I can keep going. I can make it bigger. I can put it back to where it was even. If you think it was perfect before, I'll put it right back to where it was at. Oh, R10 MCXs. That's awesome. So what'd you think of them? Were they good? Did they get your base? FC3S? Oh, they sank. Mm. Yeah, they don't have a whole heck of a lot of armor compared to, the stuff that the damage that's done today. You have to have a lot heavier armor than what's on an MCX, I think. But the repairs are a lot lower. But, they need to be able to dish out some punishment and take some punishment these days. Now, the MCXs can dish it out, I'm sure, but taking it's another story. Let me see if I can make this chat bigger. I apologize for changing it. I probably should have just left it alone. All right. Hopefully that's good. That should be back to about where it was at. Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, snow raking the roof. All right. Now, just in my overlay, what's all the way at the very tip top of the screen where it has my name and the U.S. flag and all that is not as easy. I'm going to have to do something different for that. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, as long as they don't change the dive time and all that, because right now, obviously, they're the same. So if you retrofit your Nighthawk and the dive time changes, submerge time rather, that's going to really screw things up. So hopefully they don't do that. But aside from that, they can pretty much do anything else they want. Quite honestly, I'm expecting them to make it a lot more similar to the Phantom Nighthawk. So I think if we compare the two blueprints, we can probably see what it's going to be. Because I don't think there's any really flagship effect, is there, from the Phantom Nighthawk? Yeah, yes, the combat speed needs to stay the same too. All right, because I think that was the last 50 on my screen. So let's see here. I'll check my locator again real fast. Let's see, 40s to 60s there. 40s to 60s there. And I can't currently handle a 60, so, you know, it is what it is. I wish the stuff wasn't right next to my base. All right. Well, let's see. Let's look at the Going Rogue campaign real quick. Okay. The Going Rogue campaign, it looks like there's 4 prize packs this time. You see that? So first is a Deadeye Destroyer. And let's see here. So we have the Deadeye Destroyer. We have the Midnight Marauders. Oh, we got Demolition Squad. And the Grease Monkeys. Alright, it's a shame you can't just click on these and see what they are, but the Grease Monkeys is a legendary road crew, okay, and you can actually get half-time repair with the Grease Monkeys. So that's what it's good for. You know, you can put it on the slot, and any plate you put in that slot will repair in half the time. Or, really, this is for coiners, though, is because, quite honestly, when you're... this can come in really handy during the event. If you're coining during the event next week, because you'll get the half-time repair and then half again, so basically like quarter-time repair, and it can really reduce the the cost of your event dramatically. Yeah, there is a lot more 60 plus dredges. So that's what the Grease Monkeys is good for. The Demolition Squad is another legendary crew, and that one right there. You know what? Let me just pull up my. Because I actually do have all of these on my, let me close that out, and I'll just pull up my presentations real quick. Bear with me. All right, retrofit lab. Dun dun dun. Where's my road crews? There they are. All right. All right. Excuse me. The Demolition Squad is right here, and with this one right here, you get extra time when you're hitting a base. It adds 60 seconds, and then you get the damage building buff, and you also get damage resistance 30%. So this one here can also come in handy. And if you just happen to equip it on Triton, then you get this one right. Well, the chat. I'm sorry, the chat's on top. Let me just turn that off just for a second. You get the 60 seconds added to a base hit. You get 25% damage buff on your ships for building damage, and 30% damage protection against all things. So I mean, it's pretty awesome. The Triton is the favored ship, and that just means if their fleet you're using happens to be Tritons, then their rank bonus will be increased by 15%. And if they're legendary, which is 75% rank bonus, then that would make them 90%. You get 90% buff on your turn speed and your fire rate. Okay, and then also the anti-mortar range you see has got a buff on there too for Tritons, and that's for Tritons only. Okay, and let's look at the. Let me look at the other crews real quick. All right, so here we have the Midnight Marauders. All right, just so everybody can see what Midnight Marauders is, let me pull that up. Dun, dun, dun. It's not on that screen. Here we go. Midnight Marauders is all the way up here at the top. All right, and basically what you get with that is this actually came up during when the Avenger first came out, which is a limited flagship only hull, and where basically you can get buffs according to how much damage you take. So as you take damage, your combat speed goes up, your damage goes up, and your damage protection, your defenses go up. And if this happens to be equipped to an interdictor fleet, that interdictor gets a 30% rank bonus. Okay, so and if it's a legendary fleet, that would go all the way up to 105% buff on your fire rate. and your turn speed, and then you get the 20% concussive defense buff. And the interdictor has concussive defense buff already, but this again, that favored ship, that's only works right here on the interdictor. Okay, but you for the anything else you put it on is going to get this up top, which just is the buff on the combat speed, damage, and damage protection. Okay, and the cool thing about damage is a lot of people don't realize is that when your damage goes up, your building damage is actually a modifier of that. So when your damage goes up, it's going to affect your building damage. And if you have any kind of bonus damage, like radioactive damage on your weapons, that is also based off of your standard damage. So if your standard damage goes up, so do your bonuses and your building damage bonuses, so or buffs. So, and let's see, one more. Dead-Eye Destroyer right here. The Dead-Eye Destroyer, we'll pull that up. Da, da, da. Dead-Eye Destroyer, there it is. All right. The Dead-Eye Destroyer is right here, and it's a common crew, and it's basically a 15% chance to deal critical hits with any weapon. And it just the second line here just says critical hit deals double damage. That's I think these days most people know that the critical hits are double damage, but back then they were pretty new to the game. So when Rose Crews first came out, so yeah, so there you go. That's where we're run down on the cruise, and now, like I said, this Grease Monkeys during the event. You get halftime repair on that. I probably should have brought that up too, just so you guys could actually see it, and we could have just done everything. I'll do it. Hold on a second. I apologize. All right. All right, the Grease Monkeys is down here on the bottom. Let me make that big. All right. Down here, it just says the ships. It's basically halftime repair for your ships, and your boats will also get buffs on the based on the amount. So just like the Midnight Marauders, the Grease Monkeys also gives you damage on the buffs on the amount of damage your boats take, and that's again combat speed, all damage, and all damage protection. But the difference is this here goes up to 30%, where the Midnight Marauders stops at 20, and it does have the buff for Arbiters and Hurricane, which basically gives you an additional 19% on your field range. And so if you're using like an Engine Disruptor Arbiter or something like that, that range is extended by 19%. And then you get the rank bonus, which is 15%. So the Grease Monkeys is a really nice road crew. Okay, but to extend it, you see it's pretty expensive. It's $6 for that. Or that's US dollars, or 60 gold. All right, and so it'll be nice to have. I've never had one of those, and the only demolition squad I've ever gotten, quite honestly, was off the last Going Rogue campaign. Well, cool. Let me get my screen back in order. So I guess I don't know if anybody had any questions with the road crews or not, but if not, I could probably go ahead and get started on this. I think the last one was only three. I think the last one was only three prize packs. This one is 4, so this is probably not going to be just like the other one. But the other one I got done really, really quick. So let me go ahead and activate it. All right, and I'm just going to try to use my Nighthawks, see how that goes. See if I can do this for free. Oh, lordy. All right, see, we already have a problem. We have R10 Mercuries in here. I don't see the R10 come up yet, but they look like R10 Mercuries to me, even though it doesn't say R10 on there. Now, I could probably do some of this. Let me see here, just to get it going. Let's go ahead and get my boat just come out this way. I just got to steer clear of the thermals. All right. Hey, welcome back, Tommy. Gotta love these funny looking screens, huh? I mean, it's kind of a narrow map, you know. Now, what I can do with the rest of this is I can clean that up with my nashes, and I'll do that here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and retreat there. All right. Oh, and there is something else. No, I'm not a metal hunter. I could care less about metals. I currently have like 218. Um, there is something else I wanted to show everybody. Because there's 4 road crews here you can get. Um, and really, let me close this up here. And just to show everybody how many crews that I currently have, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I currently have 7 road crews. Okay, I got some of these from the Forsaken Arena tournament, probably like 4 of them, and so there's a few of them here that I don't really care for, but maybe if I can find a time and place to use them. The Hellfire Heathens, I really don't have any rocket fleets, you know, except for my Hell Strikes, and the rockets are coming off of those, and I got 2 of these. And then I also have a Creeping Death, which is, I mean, I guess that's good for hitting the base. You get 19% damage, building damage buff, and an additional 30 seconds. Yeah, and I don't really have any hammerheads, so anyway. And this other one that I got right here, the radar runners. The thing that this one's really good for, I mean, okay, yeah, you can have super gunboats, but you basically, even if it's if the flight time of your rockets are generally like 12 seconds or whatever, everything is reduced to 2 seconds. Okay, no matter what the rocket. So that comes in really handy. But anyway, yeah, I don't care for metals. I mean, they're cool. You know, sometimes I'll use them to try to figure out if you know what kind of a player a person is. You know, but that's really not always a good indicator because some people that have really low metal counts dump them on purpose. They'll dump them to make sure they don't get hit, and then they'll also dump them to make sure they can take 49 metals off of another player. So, all right. So it looks like no matter what direction you hit that tower from, it puts you in at 6 o'clock on this first wave anyway. All right. That was pretty easy. Now I think I said I currently had like 7 crews. This here you can win 4, which will bring you up to 11, and that just means really that I can only roll later. I won't be able to roll because you can only roll for crews when you have under 10. Once you hit 10, you can't roll for crews anymore. And so if I wanted to roll for any crews, then I'd have to get rid of something. Oh, Tommy, we're just talking about battle pirates here, so don't worry about the topic. It is all good. All right, let's activate the second one. Okay, and this one's two, so I wonder if the first one is going to be like the first prize pack. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I did my mission on Wednesday. Well, looky here, it is exactly the same. Yeah, I got my mission done pretty early this time around. Doesn't always happen, but it did this time, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, I haven't even tried for 10 million one time yet. I don't know, just haven't seen the reason for it. I mean, I know there was a badge and all that, but I got the D4R for my prize this week, and that's all I got. I was kind of hoping to get the blaze thrower, but it didn't happen. But it seems like you never really get what you really want, you know. All right, let me get my Nashes back out and clean this up. Repair and relaunch free. I love that. And I got 29 VXP. That was a pretty good payout for as little as it did. It's not bad. See if I can just basically want to just get off like one volley and then get the heck out of Dodge, you know. So I see he's got like just fired off a couple of missiles, volleys there, but how I can keep my damage at a minimum. Yeah, the Hellhounds, man. You know, I couldn't have advised any stronger against those Hellhounds, man. Um, One thing I'll say about those, I mean, they just came out with that new armor. The They just came out with that new armor. The right here, the Reaver bulkhead. I really think this is what you're going to need to make that Hellhound good. I really do. You know, I did a lot more. Oh, sweet subs. Oh, looky here. We got a an Avenger in here. All right. Let's see what I can do. Obviously, I need to steer clear of the. I need to get those subs out of there. Is what I need to do. A lot of freaking thermal going on up in here. Crap. That hurt a little bit. All right, run. Now, I didn't see any other subs pop up. I wonder if I got them. And I just didn't see it. Now, I got the retreat button option. I know y'all can't see my... Alright. Oh, there's a Spectre right there. 2 Spectres are left. Boy, that's going to be tough, isn't it? Yeah, I saw 2 specs in there. There's going to be really tough to fight. Let me go ahead and retreat. I think I'm going to have to get in there. It's not going to be easy, but I'm definitely going to have to get in there and pick some of that stuff off. Alright. I definitely don't want to coin anything, so let's see here. I'll just launch it. Now, even though there's a couple of Spectres in here, and those are R5 Spectres, they're going to like mess me up. You know what? I don't want to go in there with them Spectres in there. I'm not going to lie to you because they're going to rock my world. And I want to get this thing done pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go Spectre hunting real quick. I'm going to go Spectre hunting. And if I have to go out and then back in twice, then so be it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is you know, I know these guys are automatically drawn to the center, so I guess I need to go to the center. It's like everything's drawn to the center. I just got to be aware of these Reaver targets here. And it's good that I've got my boats kind of all separated. And the reason why that is good is because if their stealth is like really, really tight, and it seems to be the case, there we go. There's one. So the Spectres seem to be pretty slow. Yeah, I wish I had V2Hs. I've got the blueprint, I just haven't built them yet. Alright, so I think that was the top one that I just got. Now I need to go get the bottom one. And apparently they're started off with some kind of crazy pattern, so I got to figure out what that pattern is. How's it going, Dragon Claws? Or Dragon Claw S? Alright, he saw me. I wasn't sure how close I could get. Wow, man. Inspector's a good hider. I think that new buzzard missile is awesome. I wish I would have gotten it. I didn't get it. Um, I think it's going to be amazing in this game. There it is, all the way in the back. Okay, so it's going to be circling the map. I'm just going to try to get in there. Obviously, I got to stay clear of the thermals on these other boats, but I suspect the other one didn't have like horrible strong sonar, so I'm kind of hoping this one here or thermal on it. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get in here and see pretty good. Crap. Can't believe I didn't get it. Yeah, the scout engine, you want to steer clear of that. A lot of people see that scout engine and they just think speed, speed, speed. But they forget about the range, 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 that gets cut in half. Your sacrifice and your range, your weapon range for speed. Dang him. Well, he seems to want to go counterclockwise, so I figure if I can, I'm if I go clockwise around the center, like this right here, I should be able to catch him. I just don't want to get too close to the Mercury. There it is. I think that would have done it right there. Lag in the channel. No, there can't be any lag in the channel. How's it going, Colonel? Whenever I see it, Colonel, because it doesn't seem to me that it sounds, it doesn't look like it sounds, that particular word. I always want to say colonel, colonel. All right, see, it's gone. I got it. So I'll go ahead and retreat, and I'll finish this up with my Nashes. All right. Yeah. Well, there's always latency between the stream. There's probably like 20 seconds latency. When you type it, I actually see it right when you type it. But however long, and that's when it shows up on the screen is when I see it. Okay, so to me that's live, but you don't actually see it for like 20, 30 seconds. So yeah, there is latency there. All right, if you can take out the Avenger, I would do it like ASAP. He's got a lot of freaking assault missiles on him too. See how strong he is. It's just, he's got the that buff built into him that gives him extra damage and all that stuff, and damage resistance and all that. The more he takes, and increases his combat speed and all that stuff. So you want to take him out fast, and he does the same thing. He gives all the other boats in here the same buff. So you want to take that Avenger out. I don't know what the limit is. It never said anything in there about a limit. So. All right, blue UAV. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, so there's my next road crew. So that's 2 down. English is a crazy language. Is it any wonder that, they say it's the hardest language to learn. Is English your first language, Tommy? I assume it is. I need a refill. Y'all, give me just a second. I will be right back. Refill acquired. So Mandarin's the hardest language to learn? I can't even begin to understand some of these languages. If they're not Latin based, it seems like y'all Carpe Diem, Tito. He's got he's got his own BV show now. It's Battle Part Latino and BV show, and I watched the whole thing. I don't. Every now and then I pick up stuff. A word that he says, I can understand. I know what it is that he's saying, and not just the ones that he says in English, but sometimes with the Spanish words, sometimes I'll pick something up. And anyway, because it's Latin based, you know what I'm saying? And which is the same thing as English. English is also Latin based, so every now and then one of the words will make sense to me. All right, so let's see here. Now this is probably the same thing as the first campaign. The second wave should be the same thing as the second wave of the second campaign, and which is cool. Yep. Oh, we got legendary now though. Look at that. These guys are legendary. Got skull ranks. Spanglish, right? Run. We got about 50 more minutes before the next uranium spawn comes up. And that should be the last one, I believe, also. So I'm definitely going to be doing that one too. And I don't know if I'm going to need to coin any repairs on my last boat. I really didn't work out the math on it. Hopefully I'll be done with this, though. Oh, I'm just drinking sweet tea. That's all I'm drinking. FC3S. Nothing fancy schmancy. And it's a decaffeinated at that. And it's instead of sugar, I'm using Splenda. That's what it is. Splenda. I tried to get my son when he was growing up to learn Korean, but I don't know. His grandmother is Korean. My wife is half Korean, and I wanted her to every time she talked to him when he was growing up, when he was a baby. I just wanted her to always talk to him in Korean, and but she never did. you know, she never did. But um, I don't know if it's just a language thing. You know, with her and I, but you know, I hate to think that she's slow, but or even suggest that she's slow, but you know, it definitely seems sometimes that she doesn't really get what I'm saying, and I think hopefully it's just a language thing. Oh, it's still early. It's still too early for beer. I don't know if it's too early. It probably isn't too early, but it is for me, man. If I started drinking beer already, oh my gosh, the rest of my day would just be garbage. All right. Dang, legendary. Everything's got legendary in here. They suck, all of them. All right. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. Well, kudas are already like way the heck out. Stupid kudas. Yeah, I guess technically it is afternoon. You're right. Yeah. Well, my right now I'm the only one home too, and I mean I guess I got you guys, but you know, other than that I'm alone. And but yeah, my wife and my son should be home tonight. It'll be late tonight, but they'll be home tonight. All right, you. All right. So basically, I got to keep those boats outside of my weapon range so that I can see. So I know I'm not in their thermal range. Rather, I'm just going to get in there as close as I can, and maybe I'll get lucky and find another Spectre sub. I had to break those up because these freaking kudas are like stealthy as all get out. Dang it, I missed him again. I really want to kill them stupid kudas. You know, it's really weird right now. My Twitch says I have 0 viewers, but y'all are here. So I don't know how I can have 0 viewers. There we go. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. You know, Tommy, there is a on my PayPal, I guess you did like $1.01 one time, and I think it said like zero, or I'm sorry, I think they said there was like a hold or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I mean I know there was a refund button next to it. I can just hit refund, man. I don't know if what's up with that. I think that was you anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm just outside their thermal range. That's why they haven't picked me up, because I'm staying right outside their thermal range. I can't get close enough to. If I get close enough to shoot them, then they'll pick me up. So their thermal range and my torp range is about the same, which is 71. That's what my torp range is. I got Siege Torp Z's. Oh, darn it, I freaking timed out. That freaked me out for a second. Let's do that again. All right. I don't know which way everything's going to go. It seems like they kind of randomize and pick their own direction right off the get-go there. That Avenger, oh crap, he can see me already. Dang it, that hurt. Am I really down to one boat just that fast? Well, that freaking bites. I'm going to have to zombie these things. That sucked. Actually, the Z's have more speed than the B's do. I get plus 6% combat speed buff as opposed to the B, which is 5%. So the Z's get more speed too. That Avenger had much longer range than the Mercuries. I was thinking they were the same, so I screwed up. Yeah, and the range is like 71 to 77, I think, is what the Assault Torp Bs are. So it's not even a huge difference. It's a little bit of a difference, but it's not huge. All right, so I got an hour on this guy. But you know what? I do have another one of these. I do have another Harlock. I could just use that instead. Yeah, Siege Torps, they hit harder even though their range, and you get more speed, but they're not as, they don't have the range. I can't believe he didn't die. He should have died. So now he's like the furthest one away from me, and that's something. These guys know what the heck they're doing. All right. Range is a big thing. It really is. Range is a big thing. That is important because, you know, there are things that I can do that my wife can't, but there's things that she can do that I can't too. So, I mean, she can definitely outrange things. So her combat is I'm sorry, her stealth is not as big a deal as mine, right? Because she has a little bit more room for range. So, but my cloaking is a lot better than hers. I know, like I can snipe the Torp Towers and the 65 strongholds, and she can't do that. And I have to get closer to do it. So, yeah, but yeah, range is a big thing. All right. So let me cancel that. And we'll go ahead and get some zombies done real quick. So let's see here. Zombie. No, I got, there's Harlock. There's Harlock. I'll do that again if I can get to it. I don't know what really the minimum is, but I know when you put your mouse on it and you look down at the ship health, down on the bottom, it's like right underneath, right above where it says underwater weapons. Yes, that ship health is right now is at a 9, and I don't know what the minimum is. But this here boat does have like I think a 300% repair modifier. So basically, that just means that it takes 3 seconds to recover one hit point or one health. So, and I know there's like a minimum to hit some targets. Oops. Well, that's fine there. That one is at 0, so let me start that repair real quick. Yeah, she, my D2S armor is at R10. I don't know where hers is, and then I have my Caterpillar up to R4 so far, and so she is, she's not there. She's not at the same place. All right. All right, so now this one right here, I can mouse over it and see that it has 20 health. This one right here, I can mouse over and see that it has 11. I can mouse over this one and see it also has 0, so I'll put a few seconds on that. And then I may switch over and let my Nashes repair a bit. I got the guy who hit me this morning, he didn't even he just gave me 12 hours, and I got 7 hours on my bubble, and I've got 6 hours repair on my guard, so that's something else I need to be thinking about. So I just got a busy day today. People are trying to force me to coin. Freaking coiners. All right, so that one there's the only one left at 0. So let me. Yeah, well, and like I said, I've got higher combat speed than she does too, but I think she's actually doing a speed system where I'm doing all engines. She can turn better than I can, but Nighthawks don't turn very well. But mine are legendary now, so I get the 75% rank turning bonus. Oh, I know you're a freaking coiner because you said you got hellhounds. And those things aren't cheap, man. I mean, you got hellhounds, and plus you're like having to refit them over and over and over to make them worth something. None of that is cheap. None of that is cheap. So yeah, I know you're a freaking coiner. All right, somebody's jumping on my raid call with me. Let me see who that is. Hi, Scottini. How are you? You working? I don't hear you if you are working. I just sent you a member invite, Scottini, on my raid call. All right. All right, let's see here. I'm not repairing anything. I need to get better here. All right, I'll just put that in the front and let that start. And then I'll start getting my other boats here together real quick. Boy, these things look horrible, don't they? All right, so that's got stuff on it. That's got stuff on it. It's got stuff on it. All right, let's launch that. Yes. Now, Scottini, if you get your stuff working on the raid call, your mic and headset, there's an options button at the very top right of the raid call screen, and that you can use to switch between your mic and headphones and all that stuff, so you can nail that down. And also, I am broadcasting, so when your stuff starts working, oh, okay, your mic's not working. I got you. Oh, okay. And let me see. You don't have your headset, so you can't speak. All right. Well, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. If you're watching me on the Twitch stream right now, Scottini, there's going to be a difference in timing, because here on the raid call, you're going to be hearing me in real time. And, here on raid call, you're going to be hearing me in real time. And I don't know how anything in here is going to move, but on the Twitch stream, you're going to be hearing me about 20 or 30 seconds behind. All right, let's zoom in here. That is that's a wake module on there. Just so I know a lot of people probably don't know what that is, but it's a wake module. All right. Run. There's two more boats in here I can prep out of there, and of course I could probably just as easily kill those with my Nashes, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's no subs in there. I'll do that. I'll just get my Nashes out and go in here. Yeah, it is important. What matters is that you're having fun. That's very true. And sadly, it's funny I say that, but it's kind of hypocritical a little bit, is because I this game's not really all that fun for me all the time anymore. I have more fun hanging out, like getting on here and doing the Twitch stream and hanging out with folks on here and getting show prep done. That kind of stuff to me is more fun these days. Wow, them things are tough. But I don't know. I've been playing Battle Pirates now for a long time, and it's part of my I don't know. It's my hobby. It's what I do now. But it seems like these kind of things just go around because I used to be really big in the Guitar Hero community before Battle Pirates, so that was my thing for a long time too. Yeah, I am. I am. I am kind of a celebrity now, and sadly, it's more of a target on my back than anything. It started off me just wanting to help people, and but now it's more of a target on my back. People will snipe my fleets just because it's got my name on it. Um, they come by and hit my base or whatever. They all want to try prices wrong out. But it's a myth, really. I think what a lot of people expect I am. I'm not a high end player. High end players have to spend a lot of coin, and I just won't do that. All right, so the first three are done. Let's see here, and it looks like you got. I mean, just looking at the time here, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes is what you get. I got 25 minutes left for the next spawn, so why does it not say start campaign? There we go. 48 weeks to Christmas. I hear you. All right, who's my watcher? Kelvin Aird. Not sure who that is. Is that anybody in here? Um, I hit Puggy. Yeah, I can't. I don't really know the guy. See if I can take out another one here real quick. You said I hit him. Did I hit his base, or is it something that was in a Forsaken Arena tournament? Haha, you sign your fleet. That's funny. Oh, let me think here. Um, I don't know if Nash ever got his or not. I guess you're talking about his Nash Lightning carriers, right? I know he won some, but I don't know if he ever got them built. I think he was worried about them sucking, and so many people said they suck. And really, it's just finding the use for them. I mean, I think probably one of the worst hulls that ever came out was the, what's that little rocket boat? I can't even remember what it's called right now, but that's just one of those types of thing that was kind of pointless. You know, but I don't know. I like my Nashes. I think they're really good, but obviously the things that you can't fight are Harlocks. You can't fight Harlocks and you can't fight subs. Subs will light them up. Yeah. Well, yeah, and Fear loves seeing them with the little Battle Vortex Battle Blade on the side. He loves seeing that. Oh, the Mako. Yeah, that's the one. Mako, thank you. Well, that thing's getting rougher and rougher, isn't it? So that next one's going to kick my butt. Now, at least now I know the Avengers got much bigger thermal than the Mercuries do. Hey, Death. Hi, Evil. I think 7 Blazes guns on a Zoe Stingray will be awesome. I really do. Oh, darn it. Just fell short of killing that dang thing. Boom. I bet you he liked that. He likes anything with Levi's. All right. I guess I just need to kind of go straight in and then get ready to just turn around and come straight back out because there's no telling what the heck I'm going to lose in here. Dang it, I can't believe I missed that other sub. That sucks. Haha. Well, let them report you, man. I mean, it's a shame that they're going to waste kickside time by doing that, but some people they can handle it. That's when you're a coiner, yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do in this game that's just going to just make you get you haters, and not really much you can do about it. Haters, haters everywhere. I don't want to get too close out of Avenger Man because he can see really good. Crap. Oh yeah, I got all the subs I think. Oh darn it, I'm going to lose all my subs though. All right. Live, live. Hey Hiram, how's it going, man? It's been a long time. All right, I got a retreat button. All right. I felt kind of lucky. I noticed that this one right here is just like the third campaign, is there's only 3 waves. I was expecting there to be a fourth one this time, just because of the hierarchy. Is just how it seems to go. Um, Hi, Arm, I am on the raid call, bud. If you wanted to come on, you could. But, the timing will be really screwed up. All right. Well, as usual, you really want to target the Avenger as fast as you can. It's because he's buffing everybody. So you want to get him gone ASAP. Let me drop my number 1 back just a smidge because he's like the weakest one here. See if I can get in there and get some of that. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on. More, more, more. More, 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 more. Whew. You getting it all worked out, Scottini? I see you. You say, so what is all about this glitch in NBK vid? I'm not familiar with it. Is is it did NBK put out a video? I think somebody in NBK did record a video of somebody glitching. Hey, take care, Scottini. I know y'all don't see Scottini, but he just typed to me on the raid call chat. Yeah, I think there's actually a couple. What did I just do? I think there's a couple of repair glitches out, to be honest with you. I think it's more than one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess, and that particular repair glitch, the one with the video that you're referring to, that one right there is, I know it involves, the person's base getting hit, and you hit the person's base and dock and something or other. I mean, I couldn't tell you all the particulars. I know I've seen it. People have sent me the directions on how to do it. Oh man, I'm gonna lose boats. I need to kill that freaking Mercury. Oh well. That didn't work out too well. That was freaking ugly again. Yeah, well, it feels like since the other repair glitch has been gone, it does still to me. It feels like things are still slipping back. You know, I mean, I'm still living in a bubble. You know what I mean? I mean, people still hit me. You know, pretty much constantly, and so I mean, for me, it's just part of the game. You know what I mean? And there's legitimate hitters out there that want to hit me, and not just glitch repair hitters. So I got a lot of people that want to hit me, and but the dredges, I mean, the dredges doesn't seem like they're that bad. But there's another thing: is a lot of those people that glitch, they also seems like a lot of them like to frubble too, and for them to glitch repair, their base has to be unbubbled. You know what I mean? So to them, it's kind of a you know, which one are you going to give up? You're going to give up the bubble, or are you going to give up the glitch repair? Hey, Bucked Up, how you doing? Hiram, maybe you know me, and I don't know if you zombie ships or not, but when you zombie ships, what do you think the minimum ship health really needs to be? I hate people that frubble too. You know, I don't know. I kind of feel like, if I can take a hit, if I can take a hit, and as much as I do, it just ticks me off that other people feel like they should be exempt for any reason. It ticks me off. It really does. I don't like that. I do 30 seconds each for kudas. So, and that's a 400% repair modifier on that. So, in 30 seconds, you're going to only get like 7 or 8 points, armor points back, right? So, because let me see, if it was 200%, it'd be 15, and then 400% would be half that, so 7.5. So you're probably doing about 8 seconds per boat, I would imagine. So, I'm sorry, 8 health points per boat. So that means I could probably stop that one right there. I don't usually run zombies. I prefer my Nighthawks to be fully repaired. Hey, Mixter. Well, I can't really see a line of health on the bar, but and I think the rules might be different for hitting cargo bases and doing campaigns too. I think it might have different rules as far as health requirements go. Uh-huh. That's funny. That's always an easy answer. It's like, how likely are you to recommend BP to a friend? The answer is always like, heck freaking no. Oh, Bucked Up, I have a tip jar on my Twitch stream now. If you look underneath my Twitch stream, there's a tip jar down there. And people have been giving me tips, and basically the little ticker that I have on the top here is top tippers, and the one right here on the side is my last tip. And when you click on the tip jar on the bottom of the screen, you get the option to tip, leave a message, whatever. And obviously, I don't require anybody to do it. But, you know, um, there's been people wanting to send me gold. So I think is the easiest way. I know right now too, there's an issue with, there's an issue, I think, gifting gold inside the game right now. So I think that's been disabled, is what I heard. Okay, let's launch that sucker. So that's what that is just people who tip. All right, let's do this again. I want to at least kill that Thresher before I bring the Nashes out again. And that freaking Mercury's coming out. All right, let's see. That stupid Mercury, man, is coming right for me. Again. Go away. No, 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 no. What's up with that stupid Mercury, man? I know he didn't see me. Yeah, it looked like I had testicles on sale for $1. That's what I get for using testicles for a test. That's what I get. But something happened. I mean, I wouldn't launch this app, the Tip Jar app, one time, and and it like wiped everything out. So it's like usually it's supposed to be up here. It's my last 5 top tippers for and you see now it's only 2. So and I've had more people tip, but it's like when I've launched the app like a few more times since then, and it hasn't wiped it out again. It just wiped it out that one time. Well, look at this. I just noticed all the mercury's on the right side and all the other stuff. Let me just go this way. Maybe I'll get lucky here. Yeah, I really need to build a V2H fleet. I mean, you're right. I really do. I need to build a V2H fleet. Let me just stop here for a minute. All right, I'll zoom out, run. I'm not going to worry about that last stingray. I'll just kill him with my Nashes. I'll go ahead and retreat when my timer's up, and then I'll be done. Yeah, I really do need to build them, but I think my issue right now is that I'm like in the middle of so many different projects, and I always tell everybody to finish and do one thing at a time, but I'm not always really great at taking my own advice, and so not really always great at that. And so it's like my Nashes aren't completely done, for one. My but they're usable. I mean, they're really close to being done. My nuke cruisers aren't completely done. Um, and then but currently I'm working on my Hellstrike fleet, and I still need to work on my base guard too. So I mean, it's like just a never-ending list, isn't it? Well, these guys here are looking to be in pretty bad shape, so let's just go ahead and put them in there and see what I can do with them. I am in 380. Oh, yeah, Reapers are another fleet I would love to have, man. I would love to have those. And I never built them. I just who's got the time for everything, It's the shipyard time is like a premium. It's worth more than uranium. All right, let me go ahead and zoom in real quick and then see if I can tweak this. All right. Yeah, mercury shouldn't really be a problem for these things, but you know how it is. Oops. All right. Um, I don't think so. I don't think so. But then I don't really pick on sectors. To be honest with you, I don't really pick on sectors. I know a lot of people do that. I I don't know. I don't really play like a lot of people play. I know a lot of people are big into like the whole humiliation thing and all that, and I'm not really into any of that. I think that might be because I had enough of that of my own growing up, being on the receiving end that um, I don't. I was really small, you know, and so yeah, I'm not trying to do that to other people. All right. Well, I guess at this point, I, I know the dredges will be spawning here in a few minutes, and I got like 5 hours and 40 minutes left to repair on my guard, so I'm probably going to leave that there. Let that continue repairing. Yeah, yeah, and I just hit for points, and I don't even hit for payback. I just figure, there's just way too many people who hit my base. I'm not out of a bubble long enough, quite honestly. And usually between chores, it's like, that's for me. That's the dilemma. It's like you go out and you hit bases, or do you get your chores done? You know what I mean? Because I don't like coining repairs, and I won't compete financially with other people. I won't do that. I just can't afford to do that. And kick size is the only one that wins. When people compete financially, and when you see like people saying they get like hit 14 times a day, stuff like that. I mean, good for you. I mean, if you're proud of that, but really all I'm hearing you saying is like, hey, I got lots of money, and that I don't need. And I'm like, well, good for you. I don't understand why you need to tell everybody that, but that's fine. Oh yeah. Well, I take it, Hiram, you must be in the same world I am, because he just jumped. I know he hit me right before his show the other night, and played the hit on their show. I've been called a lot worse things than a Titan. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, I don't know what his face looks like or anything. I don't think I have him in my Facebook friend viewer or anything. But oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was trying to let me look at the dredge counter. 6 minutes. Let me go ahead and see what the dredge locator looks like. Oh, I must have already despawned them all. All right. Yeah, I really haven't made like a ton with tips or anything like that. But I mean, it's very cool that people have done that. I think I've not even made like $30 yet in tips, but and that's like all together. But the Stream Tip, which is the app that I use, they take a cut, and PayPal also takes a cut, because basically anything that I get tipped goes straight to my PayPal account, and they take a cut. I did have another one that I was thinking about doing. Yeah, talking about finances gameplay, it's like things I won't. If anything that I would do for coin, I remember that I learned this lesson the first time I hit a drag base when they first turned the drag bases on. As I went and prepped a drag base, I went and killed a drag base. Went to kill a drag base, and somebody was hiding in a corner, and it cost me like 60 gold, and somebody stole the blueprint. And man, that burned me up so freaking bad. I'm like, because I had just spent like 60 gold, which is $6, and basically it's like having somebody just stick their hand in your pocket. And I've been robbed before, I've been robbed before. I mean, like actual like on the street, walking down the sidewalk, and I've been robbed before, and I mean, you kind of feel violated, but at least on here, I don't know. I guess you still kind of feel violated, because I mean that's like lunch money, and to me. But I think I just maybe I value a dollar too much. I'm surprised more people don't value a dollar more than they do. So I won't spend coin on anything that somebody else can take from me. I won't spend any coin at all on dredges. I won't repair boats to use on dredges. I just won't do it. I won't do it for drag bases either. And well, drag bases aren't quite so bad now that they've got them weighted and all that. But I have all the blueprints now too. So you know, now when I hit drag bases, I mainly do it for uranium and try to get my drag base count up for that achievement. And who knows, maybe I'll get a proto. All right. But anyway, so this is the fleet that I'm going to use when I go out. Actually, maybe I'll move it up and put it on my crew. And I hate really coining these. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really hate coining the crew because I'm gonna have to buy that one, and I hate doing that, especially knowing that somebody can steal my dredge. All right, y'all. I need just a minute. I just need to take a quick potty break, and I'll be right back. So be back in a minute. Let's see here. I'm back. All right, let me see what's going on out here on the water here. Oh, awesome! Congrats with the 50 direct tramp stamp. That's sweet. Let's see here. 22 seconds. Let me just look at my profile real quick just to see where I'm at. You know I'm not in a rush to get to the dredges. They're going to be there for the next couple hours, right? All right. Okay, so is that actually a badge? Oh, yeah, it is a badge. So I'm not even halfway there yet then for 50. So I'm not even at 25 yet. Looks like I'm better than 20, though. Or maybe right around 20. I don't know. So I got a little ways to go. Oh, there's Evil. Hey, Death. You just kind of just popped out of nowhere. How do you compress Movie Maker? You mean Windows Live Movie Maker? Oh, you need to shorten a vid. There's now if you're using Windows Live Movie Maker, um, when you're using Windows Live Movie Maker, there actually is a lot of key commands you can use. For example, I know the M key will split a vid. So if you're at a point in your Windows Live Movie Maker that you want, maybe I should just pull it up on my screen and show you. Let's see here. Um, Windows Live Movie Maker. Let me see. I'm going to have to add a something on here real quick. Let's see. Add screen capture. All right. Here we go. There's Windows Live Movie Maker. Oops. All right. Let me bring that up a little bit. All right. When you're using Windows Live Movie Maker, I'm going to pull up a video, and I'm going to drop a video in here. I just got to find one that I can do real fast. Let me see. Documents. And, well, here's one. I'm just going to dump like an old video that I did once upon a time in here. Give me just a second. Just so you can see it. Okay, it's going to take it a second to go in there. But anyway, when you're playing the video, here on the right side, you're going to have like a whole lot of, well, you're going to have like just a whole lot of like little windows like this right here that you can use to play. I'll just show you. I know the M key will split your video, but you can also, it looks like it's going to take a minute here. Oh no, it's already in there. There we go. Okay, it's working now. It says it's playing, but I don't see anything. Oh, I think it's actually still, I don't think it's actually ready yet, because down here, I still got a stop button down here, so I'm going to have to give that a minute. But I'll show you in a few. I'm going to go out and try to get my other stuff real quick. And let me uncheck that. All right. Let me go get my dredges. Oh, hey, Hiram. Oh, Joe. Hey, Joel. Joel just got on the Twitch chat. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're going to be hearing double. You'll hear me again if you're watching the Twitch stream in about 20, 30 seconds saying the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to speed it up. All right. Let's see here. All right. Well, let me pull this back up on my. Now you're going to see a little. I'll pull my back on my screen right here. You see where. Well, you'll see it here in a few seconds. But where I have the video, there's actually an option up here. Let me see. Edit. See right here under Video Tools. Okay. Then you have the Edit option. Once the video is actually loaded on my screen, I can show you. But it looks like it's going to take a while for it to actually get the whole video loaded into my Windows Movie Maker. But on the video tools, that's Edit at the very top of your screen. Underneath there, once you have your video selected, you'll have a speed option there, and you can actually click on the speed option, and you can make it 2x or 3x. Yeah, and actually, I guess yeah, it's no problem, and I think other people probably aren't hearing you because you're coming out of my headset, not out of my speakers. So when I got you set to speakers, and they'll hear you. Let me see, output device, and save. All right, so now folks can hear you. All right.
Okay, there. Now I can fit it in. Now it's 14 minutes, 58 seconds. I got it.
Guggen, no, you cannot use subs to spot for mastodons. That does not work. Now, let's see here. I don't remember, are my subs completely dead? That one's at 0. I got one dead one. I was just trying to think if I can still use this fleet for prepping dredges, 50s.
You were asking about zombieing earlier.
Yeah.
The general rule of thumb is as soon as green shows on the bar, you can engage if they're all green.
Well, what I'm curious now. I mean, because I want to put my crew on so I can get the double uranium, but at the same time, if I do that, usually I'll go back. I'll hit 160, and then I'll go back and I'll start doing 50s, and I'll use my Nighthawks to prep. But I don't know if my Nighthawks can prep a 50 right now. So I guess I'm gonna look and see if I can find a 50 dredge, and I just want to see if I can hit it.
Yeah, if you run the repair until that first little sliver of green shows up on each home, that should give you enough to engage.
Man, that could take a while though, right? I have no idea how long that would take.
I haven't zombied Nighthawks yet, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, I am on raid call, bucked up. I sure am. Oh, you were going to apologize for your rant. Let's see here. Um, you just brag about coining because it ticks people off. You used to brag how good they were glitching. Okay, that's awesome. I worked my butt off and chose to spend some money on BP. I can go hit a casino, same difference. Glitchers beware, the coiners will always be around. Yeah, I've got nothing against coiners, man. I think coiners are great.
The day the coiners leave, the game will shut down.
Yeah, you see right here, I was trying to see if I had enough health on there to hit, and I don't. It won't let me hit a dredge with my Nighthawks right now. Oh well. So they need to be repaired more. So maybe I won't use my crew yet. But I don't know. I really need the uranium.
You sound like you do the same thing I do. Do one of the 60s and then take your NCs and get as many 50s as you can.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, because I right now I'm at 84,000 uranium, and that'll only get me like a couple components, but maybe it just means it's time for me to start switching over to a retrofitting a hull. You know, because right now I've been retrofitting turrets for a little bit, and right now I'm just going to R1 on my fire support missiles because that does my executioners and all that. I want to get my base to do more damage, and it doesn't do enough damage just yet, so that's kind of what I'm working on. You know, I've been retrofitting. I've got my flak set pretty high. My flaks are currently at R7, and
Well, your base didn't do bad the other night when they showed that hit.
yeah. I mean, my base is never horrible, but it's never enough. You know what I mean? I'm not a farm base. I mean, you know, my base is not a farm. I mean, it's expensive. It's an expensive hit, you know, for whoever hits me. It's very rare that a fleet will hit me and take less than half. You know, I mean, it's happened. It's been like B2Hs, I think, have done that, but.
Yeah, mine's the same way. It's beatable, but they're going to pay for it.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I mean, I've got ideas. I just got to figure out how to make them work. I really don't like this base layout. I never have. But you know, actually sitting